Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Judicials offense takes the field to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Judicials will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So Iowa's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Makes the grab. It's Gill. And he'll be brought down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
They'll try to run for it. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a fourth down. What a play by this defensive front. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. He's got it. First down and more. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got him. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Iowa! Fit it in the window for the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And he's got the extra point, man. It's 7-0 to start this one. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fullback's got it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Trying to get the edge on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guys backwards and make some holes?
He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Fires toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's go. Off play action on first down. Looking left. It's complete. Out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. Power football with the run. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Might as well give it to him again. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Finds his tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Judicials are rolling down the field. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engaged, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. No matter how many times you see it, a moving moment here at Iowa between the first and second quarter when the entire crowd acknowledges the children across the way. Hope they enjoy the game as we continue in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The snap sets up the throw. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, you just keep your points. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. To the edge, it's O'Neal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Judicials. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now, there he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly complete. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Offense facing fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never... This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moulton. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. To the air on first down. Scrambling away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They run the reverse. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up. Hand him the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I think you run that ball right there knowing that I'm going to run it again on 4th down. I'm going to go for it on 4th down. I got another play. Nice job by that defensive line, not getting moved around, making a play. They got to get one more stand right here.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the change. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And the Hawkeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Next, going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And the Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He gets it away from his own end zone. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season. On point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
Bringing it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The option look. Now the toss. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Judicials racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. It's caught. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. It's a seam one. Touchdown, Judicials. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, we're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've got time. They've got the lead. And David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. Here's a heat. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Iowa City.
And the Judicials will kick it away to start the second half. Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. first snap of the drive from the 25. He wants to change this route. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They're looking for an advantage to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they are...
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open. And his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moulton. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Iowa! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And in that goal line situation, awesome job by the tight end, winning his one-on-one battle, making an easy target for his QB.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Ohio State found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Columbus. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. On the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Judicials really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Sticks it in his belly. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking for a gap. It's O'Neal. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Snagged in the middle. It's O'Neal. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Judicials have this offense rolling. They'll run the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now they'll try the right side. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Judicials send out the punt unit. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Motion from the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll move the tight end. He'll try it again on second and 10. This one's complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch and coming up with a big play.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Off the play fake. Complete out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And the Hawkeyes with the first and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Now on second down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop and 4 yards short of the marker. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now, lead is even bigger. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the
If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness. Sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. Forward to it all week. The Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Hawkeyes offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Over the years, Iowa has dominated this series, leading at 47-24. But the Cyclones have won 2 of the last 3, but home field hasn't meant much. The road team has won the last 3 clashes for the Cyclones.
And last year's was improbable because Iowa State, they couldn't score. It was 13-0. If Iowa was better in the red zone, the game would have been over. But Rocco Beck came up absolutely clutch. Goes down the field with less than a minute, Palmer. And the always reliable kickers come up big in a rivalry game. 54 yards for the win at the home.
Yeah, I think this was the game that really showed Matt Campbell and his team that they had what it takes to win these tight, close games against really good opponents and really good defenses in a big moment, like what you just talked about with Rocco Beck putting his team in a position to win that game. Iowa State had a special year reaching the Big 12 title game a year ago, but this was one of those games early in the season you knew there was something special about this team.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way. And when you watch the product on the field every year, it's used.
Oh, he's got some space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The quick out. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Right back to it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Iowa State. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum is always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Turning it on. Oh, they knock it free. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. and the defense will set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Ready to fire from the pistol. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Going the other way, and he's got room. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Moving away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's third and goal and third and long. He wants to throw it. Get it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little front. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And that had all the makings of it. Bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Moulton. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They're working that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to move them on the counter.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. And now it's just going to be a passing game.
Off play action. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll try to pass their way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowling their neck up and getting a big stop.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3rd and goal for the offense. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The play action fake. Gets it out fast. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And now on second down for this offense. Finds the tight end. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Fires to the big fella. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the grab. Shakes off the defender. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The sure hands, it's Sowell. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Gives it on the option. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Grabs it up the 25 in stride. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Catch in the middle, it's Sowell. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Sowell. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides the back on the option, the give. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Offense breaks the huddle, it's 3rd down. To the air, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll throw on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Reads it, fires complete. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Cyclones, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's the handoff. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Cyclones will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quick shovel pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Beck. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's not going to take the touchback. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Lets it fly. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's complete to the left. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Fires to the end zone, and he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Hansen. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
How about the Zipnis Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. Oh, what a caught! On the move is the 30. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Iowa State! And the pummeling has started. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Moulton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Moulton. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. A strike downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeyes!
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Cyclones need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Beck. Grabbed in the middle, it's solid. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give...
Punches it into the hallelujah land for a touchdown.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep you in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He wants a big play here late. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take another shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. Pass interference penalty will cost the defense 15 and a 1st down for this offense. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice, because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week and start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.